Hello everyone, let us begin the second lesson now. That is the gold frame by R.K. Lakshman. The gold frame by R.K. Lakshman. The gold, gold frame, golden colored photo frame. You might have seen the frame makers, photo frame makers, and how their shops are, how their shops are filled with different type of frames and photos. So this is one frame maker named Datta, and this is the lesson, the gold frame, which describes Datta and his work, and some funny incident happens with Datta. Hello. So Datta was doing the work of photo framing in that shop. He had silver rimmed glasses and a complexion of seasoned timber. He was looking like the timber. He was his complexion, his color was like a timber, like a wood, having wrinkles and a different color, like a wood, like a timber. So fitted into his shop with the harmony of fixture. That Datta was fitted was very suitable for the shop. That person Datta was very fitted, was very suitable for the shop, because in the shop there were wooden pieces, and Datta, as old man, he had wrinkles on his body, and his complexion was like that. So as the timber or woods in that shop were old, Datta was also old enough and he looked like timber. That's why he was fitted to that shop with the harmony of fixture. He was silent, hardworking man. How he was? He was silent, hardworking man. He gave only laconic answers to the questions his customers asked. He gave only laconic answers. Means he used to speak very less, and whenever some other persons asked him questions, he answered in a very few words only. So he used to speak very less, and he was always busy in his work, his customers, and he gave only laconic answers to the questions his customers asked, and strongly discouraged casual friends who tried to intrude on his zone of silence with their idle gossip. This is a very common thing. Whenever there is a shop, his friends come there and had a gossip, idle gossip. The gossip, chat, talk, having no much meaning, idle gossip. So he always discouraged his friends who came to him to have gossip. So he discouraged, he did not participate in that idle gossip with his friends, because his friends used to try to intrude on his zone of silence with their chatting, with their talk, with their idle gossip. But he avoided idle gossip with his friends, and as he was very silent person and always busy in his work, so he avoided the gossip uh, without meaning, talking without meaning. So this is the idle gossip. He avoided always. He was always seen sitting hunched up, leaned forward, as I explained earlier. Hunched up means leaned forward. He was always seen sitting lean forward while doing his work, surrounded by a confusion of cardboard pieces, and there were a lot of things around him. He was surrounded by all the things, and it was a confusion about the things. So there were many things, cardboard pieces, the things uh, to help him to make the frame. So there were cardboard pieces, bits of wood, bits of wood, small pieces of wood, glass sheets, which is used for framing the photo, glass sheets, boxes of nails, nails, boxes of nails. In Marathi, khide, khide, boxes of nails, glue bottles, paint tins, paint tins, and other odds like this, and ends that went into putting a picture in a frame. So whatever things were used to make a frame of the picture, these things were around him where he was sitting, where he was sitting. So there was a very confusion about the things because he was always surrounded, leaning forward and doing his work, and he was always surrounded with various kinds of things. In this medley, collection, medley means collection. In this medley, a glass cutter or a pencil stub, small piece of pencil, small piece of pencil, or glass cutter. Okay. In this collection, there were many things around him. So in this collection, in this medley, a glass cutter, which is a small thing, and a pencil stub, small piece of pencil, was often lost. Was often lost. Sometimes he lost pencil stub, sometimes he lost glass cutter, and he had to find out these small things among the these various things, among these various things. So he had to find out these things, and always, very often, he lost glass cutter or a pencil stub. Okay, was when he would uncoil from his posture, and while searching for these things, glass cutter or a pencil stub, which are very small things. So while searching, when he would uncoil from his posture and grope impatiently for it. Grope means searching, searching. So he used to search for these things impatiently, impatiently. Uh, Many times he had to stand up. Sometimes while sitting, he used to search these things impatiently. But as he could not find such small things easily among all these big things, he could not find these small things easily. So sometimes, many times, he had to stand up. He had to stand up from his place and shake his dhoti vigorously, strongly. He had to shake his dhoti vigorously to dislodge the lost object, to find out the lost object. Lost object means either pencil stub or glass cutter. So sometimes he had to stand up and shake his dhoti to find out his lost object. Okay. This operation rocked the whole shop. This operation, this practice, this activity of Datta rocked the whole shop. Rocked the whole shop. Setting the pictures on the walls, gently swinging. Gently swinging. This operation rocked the whole shop, setting the pictures on the walls, gently swinging. Means whatever pictures were there hung in that shop, they were swinging because of Datta's movement, because of Datta's movement. There was not an inch of space that was not covered by a picture. There were many pictures. There were many pictures in his shop. There was not an inch of space. Every space of that shop was filled with various kinds of pictures. Various kinds of pictures. Which types of pictures? Which pictures were there? Pictures of gods. Various gods? Saints, sadhu sant, hockey players, children, chief prince of the Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. This is the greatest picture Mona Lisa, you might have seen. So, but cheap prints, not the original prints. Cheap, not costly. Cheap prints of the Mona Lisa also. This is very famous picture of Mona Lisa. National leaders, pictures of national leaders. Wedding couples, pictures of wedding couples. Urdu calligraphy, writing, writing. Urdu script. Uh, some people have the frame at their houses having Urdu calligraphy. You might have seen. The snow-clad Fujiyama in Japan. The snow-clad Fujiyama means mountain, snow-covered mountain, and many others coexisted, and many such other pictures coexisted were put together with a cheerful incongruity. Incongruity means storage, cheerful storage, like some fabulous world awaiting order and arrangement. They were not kept in proper order or well arrangement. They were scattered everywhere in the shop. These pictures were scattered everywhere, and these pictures were not arranged properly. They were not in order. So this is how his shop was. Now what happens after this? A customer comes there for the photo frame to make a photo frame. He brings a picture and then he asks Datta to make the photo frame of that picture. And from here that incident begins. What happens after that? What did that customer tell Datta how to make the picture, how Datta promises him, and what happens while making the photo frame, and what is the result of that. This is very humorous description. So we will see in the next video. Till that, you should read this and try to understand. If you have any problem, you can ask me. Okay. So this is how Datta and Datta's shop was, having a lot of wooden things and pictures of various gods, saints, hockey players, children, cheap prints of Mona Lisa, national leaders, wedding couples, Urdu calligraphy, snow-covered Fujiyama mountain, and many others. And all these things were coexisted, and as if these things were waiting to be in order and arrangement. In fact, these things were not in proper order or not in proper arrangement. They were waiting, but Datta was busy in his work and he could not keep all the things in proper arrangement. So this is how Datta's shop was. Okay.